Today's lesson is on packaging. It is based on exam type questions. Question 1 says, study the 20-liter paint tin, then answer the questions that follow. 1.1. The diameter of the tin is 332 millimeters. Find its radius. Write your answer in centimeters. So let's start. When I say diameter, it's a straight line drawn through the center. Remember, it can be in any direction. So the diameter, because it's given in millimeters and I need an answer in centimeters, I'm going to start with a conversion. When I go from millimeters to centimeters, I divide by 10. So my diameter in centimeters is 33.2. Now I'm going to take my diameter and I'm going to convert it to radius. So my radius from center to circumference. If the diameter going all the way across is 33.2, then my radius is going to be half of that. So I'm going to say 33.2 divided by 2, and my radius is 16,6 centimeters. Next question says, convert the 20-liter paint tin to centimeter cube. So now I'm specifically looking at volume. In order for me to do this conversion, I need a conversion factor. So I'm provided with the following conversion factor. 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. When I go from liters to centimeter cube, 1 becomes 1000. So my conversion from liter to centimeter cube is times 1000. So I'm going to say 20 liters multiplied by 1000. That's my method mark. Gives me 20,000 centimeter cube. Remember, with these questions, there are 2-mark questions. 1 mark is for the final answer, and 1 mark is your method. Question 1.3 says, now. When I begin a question with now or with hence, it means that I'm going to use the answers from above in this calculation. So now, find the height of the paint tin. You may use the formula volume is equal to pi times radius squared times height. So I start by writing down the formula as is. Step 2, I'm now going to substitute 20,000 from the question above, pi 3,142, radius from question 1.1. Remember, please, to bring down the square, and then times height. So I'm going to now say 16,6 square, which gives me 275,56. So what I have is my linear equation. In my linear equation, I'm going to let's multiply pi times radius squared. So I multiply, I have an answer of 865,8 multiplied by height, and on this side I have my volume. So my height is my unknown. In this equation, height is unknown. We will leave height on the right-hand side of the equal to sign. Leave 20,000 on the left-hand side. And let's take this 865, which is multiplication. Let's take it to the opposite side of the equal to sign. So when I take multiplication to the other side, it becomes the opposite of multiplication, which is division. So I'm now saying 20,000 divided by 865, 8, and I have an answer of 23,0997. That's my height. Keep in mind, we're going to round off our answer to 2 decimal places. So my final answer is 23,1 centimeters. Question 2 now says, the pallet alongside. So this is my pallet. The pallet alongside has a length of 1.4 meters. So I'm looking at there to there, 1.4 meters, likewise 1.4 meters, and a width of 1 meter. So 1 meter width. The height of the pallet is 14 centimeters. So from there to the ground, 14 centimeters. Immediately, what I take note of is my different units of measurement: meters, meters, and then I'm looking at centimeters. Okay, question 2.1 says, how many paint tins will fit along the length of the pallet? So from here to here, the paint tins that we discussed in the previous question. Okay, so what I want to do first is convert. So I'm going to say 1.4 meters, which is the length. I want to convert it to millimeters. Remember, when we go from meter to millimeter, we multiply by 1,000. Or you can do this in 2 steps. Let's go from meter to centimeter, multiply by 10, centimeter to millimeter, from meter to centimeter, multiply by 100, and then from centimeter to millimeter, we will multiply by 10. So altogether, I'm multiplying by 1,000. I've got 1,400 millimeters. That's my length all the way across. One paint tin has a diameter of 332 millimeters. So I want to know 332, another 332. How many 332 diameter paint tins will fit across or along the length? So I'm going to say 1,400 divided by the diameter of one tin, and I get 4,22 tins. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tins. Now 4,22 is a perfect example of the instruction on your exam paper where it says round off according to the given context. So if I round this off to 5 tins, my fifth tin will not have enough space on the pallet. Therefore, according to the context, I need to round down. So this now becomes 4 tins. Okay, 2.2, how many paint tins will fit along the width of the pallet? So I'm looking at there to there. Exact same method as above. So I have the width as 1 meter. I'm going to convert it to millimeters. Let's multiply by 1,000. So I have 1,000 millimeters. My diameter of the paint tin, remember, diameter in any direction is still 332 millimeters. So I have 332 there, another 332. So I'm going to say 1,000, which is the width of the pallet, divided by diameter of one tin, and I've got 3,01 tins. Again, I'm going to round off according to the given context. So I'm going to actually round down to 3 tins. Okay, so on my pallet so far, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tins. Behind that, I have another row of 4 and another row of 4. So as it stands, I have 4 multiplied by 3. So I've actually got 12 paint tins on one pallet. Question 2.3 says, if the pallet, including its height, keep in mind from previous questions, the height of the pallet was 14 centimeters. So let's go again. If the pallet, including its height, can be stacked to a height of 1 meter, calculate the total number of paint tins on this pallet. Okay. So 1 meter, let's convert to centimeters. 1 multiplied by 100 gives me 100 centimeters. The pallet has a height of 14 centimeters. So I want to take away 14 from the 100. I now have 86 centimeters. Okay. So the height of one tin is 23,1. So I'm going to say how many times does 23,1 go into 86? I have an answer of 3,72 tins. Again, because of the context, I need to round down. Remember, if I round up to 4 tins, the fourth tin will not have enough space to fit. So I'm going to take it down to 3 tins. So how many tins do I have on one pallet? Remember, along the length of the pallet, we worked out 4. Along the breadth or the width of the pallet, we worked out 3. And then the height of the pallet, I can stack 3 tins, one on top of the other. So altogether, I have 4 times 3 times 3, which gives me 36 tins. Best wishes for the upcoming trial exams. Thank you for watching.